Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
That was Skylar Cole singing the national anthem. A fantastic rendition. Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our reporter tonight on the sideline, David Aldridge. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east. Already we are in December. Take a look at the 76ers. The season well underway, and they've been solid in third right now.
And right now for the 76ers, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
And a look at the starters for San Antonio. Davis is out there with Jakob Poeltl. Then there's Scotty Barnes. Then there's Jonathan Isaac. And it's Connect in at the two-guard spot. And for the 76ers, Jalen Johnson is out there with Jimmy Butler. Then it's White. Then it's Chris Paul. And it's Mobley in at the 5, roaming the paint. And Greg, here we are, not yet halfway into the season. For players, has the wear and tear already set in?
It can. Sometimes it's the accumulation by the end of a season, but other times it's just a challenging stretch that can leave you reeling.
It's good.
Tell you what, the passing game of Butler, impressive. Doesn't just look for his shot, wants to make his teammates better.
Pass to Poeltl. Barnes with it. Outside, Davis. And they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Now here's Paul. Defense right on him. Pass to Butler. Johnson sets the screen for Butler. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Alton Connect picks one up.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
I caught up with Coach Nick Nurse. Coach had praise for one of the opponents tonight, the versatile Scotty Barnes. He told me Scotty's somebody that can do it all. He can score, pass, rebound, and defend multiple positions. And that's rare for a player his age. So, Kevin, Scotty's still growing as a player.
Thank you, David. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
A defensive play like that early in the game can go a long way. Establishes an attitude that you want to have during the game.
White finds Butler. Mobley sets the pick for Butler. Blocked again.
You know, he's gifted with incredible length. Isaac is almost a footer, 7 feet that is, so he should pile up the block shots.
You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Clock at 2.
Well, that 7-foot frame of Poeltl, guys, really helps on the defensive end.
They had a number of cracks at it, but came away empty-handed. And Clark, we know the last handful of years, the 76ers have been a threat in the East.
7 straight years of playoff runs. Can't get past that second-round barrier, though, Kevin. But as far as success, they've been as consistent as it comes in the East the last decade. You know, right now they're just 1 for 5. Rough start so far.
Isaac kicks to Barnes. Pirtle with a screen on Butler. Barnes passes to Pirtle. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Hey, if you're going to foul Pirtle, I mean, get your money's worth. You have to make sure you're really whacking. He's extremely good at finishing through contact.
The free throw drops for Pirtle.
Boy, Pirtle is a massive guy, somebody that uses his height exceptionally well to get high-quality looks.
All up top, 8 points his last outing. Right side, Butler. From 10 feet out, that one off the back iron and out.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
Back to Barnes. Pass to connect. Davis with it. Covered by Mobley. Shakes him. And it's Davis missing. 76ers trailing. White looking around. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. Well, it was the San Antonio Spurs winning their last game against the Trailblazers. Here's Pirtle. He goes up again. He lays it in. Pirtle's got 5 now.
There's no stopping Pirtle when he has the ball in that spot. Just abusing the defense down in the paint.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Paul dishes to White. Pass to Butler. Mobley sets the pick for Butler. He's looking for Mobley and finds him.
I don't think you can sleep on Butler's passing ability now. I mean, he's quite good at knifing the rock through the defense on time and on target, especially in these screen and rolls.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He's ready to talk things through with the team. And let's check out a breakdown looking at some of the stats for Anthony Davis.
And guys, I think the grind of the season is catching up with him a little bit. It comes across in his rebounding numbers. Over the past 5 games, they've taken a tumble. He seems to be wearing down a bit. Maybe tonight, though, he can get his legs back under it.
Here's Connect. Johnson with the block. Lobbed up there for Johnson. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry.
Well, you need both to make it special, and they pulled it off just right.
Here's Pirtle. Jalen Johnson picking up that last basket. Puts the move on, and it's finished off inside by Pirtle. Pirtle's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. The 76ers have gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. Paul left side. Mobley finds Butler. Mobley a screen. The high post shot. No good that time.
He is 0 for his last however many this quarter, guys. Might need to get him out and let him settle down a bit here.
Here's Butler. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Scotty Barnes picks one up.
Oh, I like how Butler uses his body in the paint. Excellent at forcing the issue and getting the call close to the rack.
When it comes to players who like having fun, Greg, Jimmy Butler has to be way up there.
Take a break. Kevin, did you see his media picture for the 23-24 season? He looked like he belonged in an emo band with that hairstyle. Jimmy is definitely one of those guys that likes to troll and have fun.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Love checked in for Pirtle. Sexton comes in for Connect. And Jones subbed in for Jonathan Isaac. Now here's Davis. Scoreless thus far. Back to Barnes. Sexton against White. Another shot. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Coming into this having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
Well, you know, it takes character, poise, toughness to win on the road, and that's exactly what they showed last game.
Now here's White after Colin Sexton's miss. The 76ers again can't hit it.
I think in that situation, it was a nice try to create some space for himself with the fadeaway.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And they're number 2 in total rebounding. They have power, they're explosive, and really a ferocious group at going after every miss.
And you pointed this out. No team in the NBA moves the ball better than they do. So many of their baskets are the product of just excellent assists. Now here's Paul. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Johnson with a screen on Jones. Here's Paul, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Hey, regardless of the team, if anybody is a captain, it's going to be Chris Paul.
The 76ers have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
And why don't we quickly go to the 2K leaderboard and find out which shooting guards have been the hottest at the free throw line this season. Fifth on the list, Derek White.
We've gotten used to seeing a lot of terrific free throw shooters from the 2-guard ranks, but even so, it shouldn't take away from what these players have been able to do up there.
Yeah, I don't care what their position is, guys. I mean, they deserve a bunch of credit for those numbers. Each one of them is just so clutch at the foul line.
Now here's Butler, following the miss by Anthony Davis. Shots good from Butler.
He was certainly cold, but perhaps that basket might get him going a little bit. 1 for 6 now.
Pass to Barnes. A shot missing. Some solid defense from Butler.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And the trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
Here's Mobley. The turnaround jumper. Count it. Now it's a 5-point 76ers lead.
And you can see the strength right there. Mobley knows he can score through the contact.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Back to Jones. Poked away. And here we go. Paul heading to the hoop. Over Barnes. A shot by Paul. No good. Spurs trail by 5. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. Greg Popovich is guiding a young Spurs team that's hoping to return this franchise to the dominance that saw 5 titles since 1999. Pop said the standards haven't changed. Be very direct, demand, be fair, and love them. They got to know you care about them. So it's all the same formula from 25 years ago to today. Kevin?
It's an interesting story, David. Thank you. And, of course, as a Hall of Famer, you bringing that to us? Perfect.
Boy, that jump shot of Anthony Davis continues to evolve. Looking better and better every time I see it.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. And some changes here for the 76ers. Trace Jackson Davis is checked in for Jalen Johnson. And it's Alex Caruso in for Chris Paul. So it's Philadelphia now. It's a 3-point game. White against Barnes. To the paint. Here's Jackson Davis. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Barnes passes to Love. Mobley against Davis. Pass to Barnes. Just 5 on the clock. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. Jones for 3, and Philadelphia grabs the miss.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear they're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Now here's White. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Cavaliers in Cleveland.
And his scoring is going to get most of the attention, but his rebounding also stood out. He did a lot of glass cleaning in that game.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the 76ers.
Well, you know, they've been aggressive on the defensive end, and it's paying off for them. Quite a few takeaways for them in the early going.
And one other thing that stands out, all the block shots. I mean, staying up in their jerseys tonight.
The Spurs making a switch here. Pirtle, he is checked in for Anthony Davis. Jonathan Isaac comes in for Kevin Love. T.J. Warren, he's checked in for Barnes. And it's Connect in for Sexton. So it's Philadelphia now after the basket by San Antonio. High post try. That one doesn't drop.
Frozen. Guys just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
Isaac against Mobley. And there's the foul. It'll go on Trace Jackson Davis. That is his first foul of the game. White against Jones. Pass to Connect. Spurs working the ball around now. 6 on the shot clock. Pirtle with a screen on Butler. A 3 from Warren.
And trailing here in the first, you'd like to see them be a little more aggressive on the offensive glass.
Yeah, I agree. Not a lot of activity chasing down their misses. Some teams focus on getting back, I understand that, but you should send at least one guy after those.
Outside, White. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Pirtle.
You just have to be more disciplined. I mean, too many fouls and free throw attempts for the opponent.
You know, it's one of the things coaches like least is giving away points. I mean, they've been a step late. They've been caught reaching. They've got to tighten things up at the defensive end.
Now, here's Isaac. He has yet to score. Jones finds Pirtle. Back to Jones. And he makes good on the layup.
And when Pirtle sees a guy on his team open, he finds him right away, whipping that pass there directly.
The 76ers leading by 5. Outside, White. Butler against Isaac. Butler deciding where to go with it. Mobley against Warren. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession.
A moment now to see the numbers for Jonathan Isaac. Averaging 9 points per game, 9 rebounds, and 2 assists. And his rebounding is what's most impressive. He's shown tremendous determination on the backboard.
And it's a big asset for this team. I mean, he blocks out on the defensive glass, and then he keeps balls alive at the offensive end.
And Connect gets it to go.
Really easy to appreciate Isaac. I mean, a solid teammate who's always ready to share the sugar.
Now here's Caruso. Not a lot of room. Outside, White. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Pirtle. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. It's his first trip to the line.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
And I know he's got to be upset at himself for shooting so poorly at the line. So I would think he'll be doing everything he can to bring those numbers up.
White against Jones. Isaac outside. And Jones has it in the corner. Pass to Connect. Lets the 3 fly. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Tremendous hustle, working hard for that bucket.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. 76ers lead by 1. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. What stands out to you guys from the 76ers in this one?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
Boy, I like the aggressive nature they're playing with here. Not playing soft at all. They're going right at them.
The 76ers leading. On the court for San Antonio here in the second. We've got Kevin Love. Barnes out there with Sexton. And there's Davis, and it's Isaac in at the small forward.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
It's Ellis on the wing. Over in the corner, Caruso. Fires from deep. It doesn't go for him. Isaac with some nice D. Greg Collins Sexton, still so young. He entered the league when he was just 19.
Yeah, drafted back in 2018. Sexton has a few years left in his 20s, so you expect him to continue to expand his game and improve on both ends.
Inside, and the powerful one-handed slam.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Now Ellis, after Jonathan Isaac's three-pointer that didn't go. Ellis against Sexton. Ellis kicks to Paul. Front past the arc. Bangs home the trifecta. Now it's a 6-point Philadelphia lead.
You know, as he's gotten older, the outside jumper has become a bigger part of Paul's game, as it needs to.
Sexton against Ellis. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Clark, you had a chance to defend a lot of great scores in your time in the NBA.
Yeah, and I did. They wore me out too, partner. I mean, I think the attitude of those guys stands out. Their relentlessness, the skill level obviously was there, but it was the relentless pursuit of the basketball and scoring opportunities. Bernard King, Larry Bird, Alex English, Marcus Johnson was near the tail end of his prime, but he was a problem too. I mean, there were a number of guys in that. Kelly Tripucka, woo! Yeah, don't make my head spin.
Barnes, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
There you see the strength of Barnes. He's really hit the weight room, improving that upper body strength.
The 2022 Rookie of the Year, Scotty Barnes, GA. He had a terrific rookie year, as we know. His second year may have fallen off a little bit.
Yeah, it was a bit stagnant for Scotty, but man, he had a monster third year, making his first All-Star game. The playmaking of Barnes especially took a leap.
The shot's good from Paul.
We talk so much about the passing of Paul, but CP reminding us here, he can shoot it too, guys.
Nobody near Barnes. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now here's Caruso. No scoring in this one. Barnes against Paul. Johnson outside. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. And the 76ers lead by 6. Barnes passes to Davis. Got a piece of it, and he recovers it.
Yeah, that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he's shot so poorly.
Pass to Caruso. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Anthony Davis.
On the boards, he's been a much bigger presence these last few years than he had been prior. And he can be counted on now to make an impact with his rebounding. And that's a product of all the work he's put in down low.
Here's Paul.
Excellent defense there from Barnes. When he's active, he is a difference maker on that end.
Isaac against Johnson. And it's Sexton penetrating. Rebounded by Ellis. And Ellis will bring it up for Philadelphia. 6-point lead. It's off to Boston for him after this game as they take on the Celtics. That will kick off a 6-game road trip for the team. Outside, Davis. Down low. Love dishes to Barnes. Over Paul. It's good from Barnes on the assist by Love. Barnes has got 8 here in the quarter.
And ideally, Barnes would like to be a little closer, but he makes the best of that mid-range on that one.
Ellis finds Johnson. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Caruso. The 76ers again can't hit it.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Davis, the pass to Barnes. Now Love. Now Sexton. He's guarded by Ellis. And here is Davis. Paul with the steal. Fast break Philadelphia for the finish. And then Johnson with the dunk.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Sexton deciding where to go with it. Pass to Barnes. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Sexton against Ellis. They set the pick. Takes the 3. The rebound by Kevin Love.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Sexton's shot is good.
You know, not bashful about positioning himself inside. Sexton knows he has what it takes to score from there.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. And the 76ers with some changes. Evan Mobley's checked in for Trace Jackson Davis. Butler comes in for Alex Caruso. And it's White for Ellis. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Pirtle, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. Warren comes in for Kevin Love. Connect, he's checked in for Jonathan Isaac. And Jones subbed in for Barnes. Now here's White. He has 6. Here's Mobley. Another miss by Philadelphia. Spurs trail by 4. Connect with a wide open look. And a miss there on the triple.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Looking to get back on track here. Oh, tough play by Butler.
The well-put-together Butler proving that he's just a little too strong there, not allowing the physical defense to stifle him at all.
To the middle. Kicks it out to Jones. And it's off from 3-point range. Philadelphia leading by 6. Outside, White. Mobley at the elbow. To the left wing. Paul for 3. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Jones kicks to Sexton. To the paint. And stolen by Mobley. Now the 76ers on the break. Johnson, a wide open look. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Johnson's got a couple of 3-pointers in the second for Philadelphia. Spurs trail by 9. Outside, Sexton. And no good that time. White with the defensive effort. Philadelphia's gotten fond of that 3-point shot here in the second quarter. 4 of 9. Paul dishes to Butler. Outside, White. Johnson sets the screen for White. Kicks it out to Johnson. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He wants to talk to his guys. Ellis is checked in for the 76ers. San Antonio also making some changes. Davis is checked in for Warren. Isaac comes in for Sexton. And it's Barnes in for Trey Jones. Now here's Barnes. 10 points for him. Pass to Pirtle. And just miss after miss right now. And Zoelos will bring it up for the 76ers. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. And there's a whistle. That goes on Scotty Barnes. That's foul number 2 for him. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
Superb anticipation on that rejection, and that'll allow them to stay on the lead if they keep defending like that.
Mobley outside. Johnson, the pass to Butler. And it's sent back by Isaac. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Isaac touched it last. Clock at 4. Pass to White. Launches a 3. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 3 assists tonight.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Now here's Barnes. Last time 14 points for him. Butler, no good.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Jalen Johnson.
And Barnes, an all-around threat, a good scorer, aggressive rebounder, solid passer, and more than capable defensively.
And he's good on the second.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
Now here's Butler. 5 points in the game. Butler gets a step. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
On these drives, the athleticism and strength of Butler really shows up. The defense just not able to react quick enough.
And so he hits both. Spurs trail by 15. Outside, Davis. And Davis nails the 3.
The big fella spotting up, and AD more than capable of knocking it down.
Ellis outside. Butler sets a screen for Ellis. Outside, White fires the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. White's got 6 here in this quarter.
He's done a nice job, a great job actually, of finding efficient shots here in the second. Shooting percentage always a function of the kinds of shots you get. And he's on a good roll after struggling a bit in the first.
Now here is Davis. He has 5. And that one's good, Barnes.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Philadelphia leading by 12. Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick-and-roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing.
Now Davis, after the missed 3 from Derek White. Davis setting the pick for Barnes. Back to Davis, and it's Davis with the jam.
Good positioning that time from AD, working the pick and roll beautifully.
Philadelphia's gotten the 3-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15. White finds Johnson. Outside Butler. White against Davis. Free throw line jump shot. And it's White missing.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers.
Yeah, that's a good observation on your part. Fewer free throw attempts for them this quarter. And the danger is they can't afford to get too comfortable out there because they've got the lead. Otherwise, it might start to get away from them.
You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
Such great timing, defensive awareness, too. When you have to face a defender that can reject you like this, it certainly can change your approach.
And Philadelphia has possession. And White with the stuff.
Boy, it has been some kind of game for White. He's been aggressive and fearless and free in attacking all game long.
Now here's Barnes. 14 points for him. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Inside, here's Pirtle. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Barnes has got assist number 5 here tonight. Now Butler. A 20-point game for him in the win against the Cavaliers in Cleveland. Johnson with a screen on Isaac. Butler from outside. That shot no good. Derek White has been on display for Philadelphia. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Greg Popovich. Pop, what do you think was the main issue during the first half?
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Greetings, Shaq, Kenny, and EJ here as we tip off the show with a look at our midseason Eastern Conference standings. And seeding is obviously an important part of a title run. Shaq, in your 4 championship seasons, your teams were all a 3 seed or higher.
Yeah, I'm the big conductor, Ernie. When I was healthy, we'd always finish near the top of the standings.
Well, unlike Shaq, Ernest, our teams did not need top seedings to win a chip. We were the 6th seed one year and won it all. Remember that, Shaq?
Hello,
I recall.
Akeem Olajuwon. Hello, Clyde Drexler. Miss you too.
And let's move on now to that first half. Obviously, a lot of work to do for the San Antonio Spurs.
They got to tighten things up, man. Turnovers has been a major problem. I'm surprised to see such a lack of focus from them.
This is what they're hearing in the locker room. Concentrate, fellas.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Without question, Derek White displaying his skills today.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And, you know, that's not a job they ask him to do very often, but in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
And it's Paul with the ball for the 76ers. It's a 10-point game. We've got White. Jalen Johnson is out there with Mobley. Then it's Chris Paul, and it's Butler in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Mobley finds Johnson. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And from the line, he's knocking it down about 71% of the time, and that's a percentage that needs to go up.
Guys, he's slightly fallen off his pace from a year ago at the line, and those points from the stripe have been a little harder to come by.
Spurs trail by 12. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, coming out of high school at 6'0", Derek White didn't receive any full scholarship offers. He says it was humbling, but it drove me to get better. Each time you have the doubters, you just put a little chip on your shoulder. The 29th pick overall in 2017 has come a long way. Kevin, those chips are still there.
You're so right, David. Thanks. He's become a heck of a player. And the first one at the line is good. Both free throws good from Pirtle. The 76ers leading by 10. Paul outside. Butler sets a screen for Paul. Outside, White for 3. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 3 assists now in this one. Hurdle with a screen on Butler. Isaac up top, defended by Paul. Barnes can't get it to go. Philadelphia's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. And he stays with it. And Butler gets it to go.
You know, Butler's aggressive attitude is what makes him so hard to guard, especially on the drive. He's aggressive and smart and physical.
Now, here's Isaac. Hasn't made one yet. It's stolen by Johnson. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Well, I like this execution coming out of the half. Solid. 3 for 4 from the field so far.
Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Outside, Davis. Back to Barnes. Isaac down low. Defended by Paul. Connect. No good. Philadelphia leading by 17. And a chance here to go to our rookie leaderboard and give a nod to the best long-range bombers of the past month. 4th, Dalton Connect.
You know, coming into the NBA, you knew he could stroke it from long range. And over the past month, he's shown us exactly that.
Just a high level of efficiency. That's the key. I mean, quality of shots he takes, but also his fundamentals. Anyone can host a launch party. This guy is consistent ATM.
Pass to Paul. And Davis sends it back.
Expert timing by Davis on the block. Right when the ball was at its apex, he got it.
And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And when you're behind in the game, that's what you've got to do. Contest every shot and get stops.
Paul outside. Knocked away. It's stolen by Davis. Barnes finds Davis. Back to Barnes. Birtle sets the pick for Barnes. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Here's Butler. And Davis sends it back.
A two-way star, AD has led the league in shot blocking on multiple occasions.
And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
Reads the play well there and gets himself in the air at just the right time. Terrific denial.
Johnson surveying the floor. Back to Paul. Loads it up there for Mobley. Blocked again. And he gets it back. Just 5 to shoot. Takes a 3. He can't get that one to fall. Good D by Barnes. On the wing, Barnes. Pass to Pirtle. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Johnson's got 7 rebounds in the game.
Boy, they need to pick it up here now. I mean, they're 0 of 4 coming out of the break.
Another miss by Philadelphia.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Here's Connect. He's guarded by Johnson. Goes up on the block. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Pirtle's got 15.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Mobley, a screen on Isaac. It's stolen by Davis. Here's Connect. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Davis has got 4 assists in the game.
Great feed from Davis, a big guy with nice vision.
Now here's Butler. He's got 10. Knocked loose. Isaac with the steal. Outside, Davis. Pass to Pirtle. Barnes outside. Shot clock at 6. Pirtle with the ball over Johnson. Pirtle's shot is off. Isaac against Butler. Mobley sets the pick for Butler. Shoots over Isaac. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Pass to Pirtle. Over Butler. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. 17 points for Jakob Pirtle.
What I really like about Pirtle is the soft hands. He's got excellent hands. You can't teach that. And he's got a nice stroke from mid-range.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
And how about the numbers here for Mobley? First in shooting percentage. And, of course, rim protection always at a premium. That's an important part of his game. Top 20 in block spurt.
And you're right. He's been the pinnacle of scoring efficiency. Never seems to take a bad shot. That's why he's tops in field goal percentage. Now here's Paul. 12 points for him. Again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle.
School's in session, and that mid-range is CP3's specialty.
Here's Pirtle, following the basket by Chris Paul. Pirtle kicks to Isaac. Barnes outside. Puts up a deep 3. It's rebounded by Paul. Paul's got his 5th rebound in this one. Butler sets a screen for Paul. Pass to White from the arc. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 4 assists now tonight. And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. And Philadelphia making a change here. Caruso's checked in. Colin Sexton, he's checked in for San Antonio. Jones comes in for Jonathan Isaac. Barnes against Butler. Barnes passes to Jones. Kept alive. Davis kicks to Jones. Davis with a screen on Caruso. 6 to shoot. And it's Pirtle at the elbow. Shoots over Johnson. Pirtle's shot is off. The 76ers leading by 16. Butler passes to Johnson. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Philadelphia 76ers. On Wednesday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Boston Celtics. And then on Saturday, they'll go up against the Jazz in Utah. Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Love's check in for Jakob Pirtle. And it's Connect in for Trey Jones. And he can't get the first one. He hits the second from the line. Well, for over a decade, Clark, we've been in the player empowerment era. And it's generally been, I think, a positive for the NBA.
Yeah, I can't agree with you more in that regard. The players are the drivers of the league. They're the personalities. They're the visibility. They're the doers, the talented performers of a league that entertains globally. So they deserved more money and influence, and I think they've gotten both. Now, there are a few players that have kind of exploited that in a way that I don't think is most healthy by forcing trades, but I think it's a good thing overall.
Now, here's Sexton. Jalen Johnson missing his last shot. Davis setting the pick for Barnes. Down low, they could use a bucket. Anthony Davis, too much size.
And I tell you what, AD is able to brush off those defenders with ease because of how strong he is. That's what they call weight room.
White, good. White's got 22.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Now here is Davis. He's got 9. Puts it up from 17, and it's Philadelphia with the rebound. And here is Caruso. Outside Butler. Caruso, a screen on Barnes. Butler kicks to White. Good, and Butler gets the assist. White's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Barnes up top, defended by Butler. Here's Davis. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Davis has got 11 points.
Well, I tell you what, Davis is at his best around the basket, but the mid-range shot is a big part of his game, too.
Caruso sets the screen for Butler over Sexton. And again, it's Philadelphia.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on it.
Back to Barnes. Davis inside. Mobley's there. And Davis can't get it to go. Philadelphia with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run. Butler with the ball. Guarded now by Barnes. Barnes against Butler. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Scotty Barnes picks one up.
Butler has never lacked the willingness to be aggressive and to hunt contact, and you got to love that toughness aspect about Jimmy Butler's game.
The first one falls.
What I love about Jimmy Butler, there's a lot to like, but he brings it every night. His consistency and toughness and production, plays with passion, leads his team well. Love that throwback mentality of his.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for Davis. TJ Warren comes in for Barnes. And Jones subbed in for Connect.
Well, you go back and look at the career that Jimmy Butler's had. Hard to believe that he was the 30th pick of the draft when he came out of college. You got to say that scouts kind of missed on that one.
Now, here's Warren. Still yet to score. Philadelphia with the ball. They're on a 15-4 run. To the inside. A nice shot by Mobley.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Jones against Caruso. Jones dishes to Warren. To the middle. Here's Love. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
White the pass to Mobley. Kicks it out to Johnson. A three-pointer off the mark.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now, here's Warren. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
How great have they been? I mean, shooting the ball from outside the arc, they have absolutely been lights out.
Here's what Philadelphia is going with right now. Trace Jackson-Davis is checked in for Mobley. Green comes in for Jalen Johnson. Ellis is checked in for Jimmy Butler. And Paul subbed in for Derek White.
I think this guy, T.J. Warren, is underrated. I mean, he's a terrific scorer and is not afraid to be the go-to guy.
Jackson-Davis can't get it to go. And here's Isaac. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Following this game, they hit the road. They'll take on the Knicks in New York. That'll be the second on the road in the midst of this long 4-game road stand. Here's Sexton. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Philadelphia with the ball. They're on a 17-6 run. And Green slams it in.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Warren against Caruso. Now, here's Warren. Isaac a screen on Caruso. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession.
Well, I think that pass caught him off guard, but he showed us board hands, too.
A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
Boy, and that'll give him a nice injection. Nothing like a rejection to get a team fired up.
And so it's Philadelphia, finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. And we'll be right back after this. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the floor for San Antonio, starting the fourth quarter. Kevin Love out there with Anthony Davis. Then there's Warren. Then there's Colin Sexton. And it's Jones in at the point. Now here's Ellis, following the miss by Anthony Davis.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
Tell you what, those are crazy numbers, guys. I mean, believe me, I was a good rebounder in my day. It is not easy to corral that many boards in one night.
Now Love, after Colin Sexton's three-pointer that didn't go. It's a pick by Love, down to 5 on the shot clock. A three-pointer is right on target.
And it's important Sexton makes those. The more he hits from outside, the more the floor will open up.
Outside, Green. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Pass to Paul. The three. The rebound by Kevin Love.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's fallen here since.
Warren kicks to Jones. Outside, Davis. Looking to end his cold spell. Yep, it counts.
Boy, liking the shot selection by Davis there. I mean, just really smart basketball. Take what the defense gives you.
Pass to Ellis. Back to Paul. There's the triple. The 76ers again can't hit it.
And even with good coverage defensively that time.
Oh, my!
Wow! It's clear that Davis loves to put on the show for the fans, and putting on the show is exactly what he's doing.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now here's Paul. And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Here's Paul. Pass to Green. Throws it up high.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through.
And that's an alley-oop that'll be loop to loop all day long on the highlight reel.
Jones, the pass to Love. Davis dishes to Sexton. Clock at 6. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Sexton's got 5 points in the quarter.
And he is just an explosive athlete. Sexton not at all fazed by the contact.
Back to Paul. Green with a screen on Jones. Paul passes to Green. Back to Paul. Over Jones. Green kicks to Caruso. From outside, off the mark.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
And the shot by Warren, no good. The 76ers leading by 17. Green with a screen for Paul. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got 14 rebounds tonight, going after it. Ellis against Sexton. Back to Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
His ability to dominate games is what makes Anthony Davis a top-tier player.
And it's Paul with the ball for Philadelphia. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Pass to Jackson Davis.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
That free throw, no good. Butler, he's checked in for Ellis. The Spurs also changing it up. Connect, he's checked in for T.J. Warren. And Alec Burks subbed in for Jones. Here's San Antonio. They're on an 11-3 run. Burks kicks to Davis. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Davis sets a screen. That's a 2 from Sexton. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Jackson Davis has got 6 rebounds in the game.
Yeah, you know, guys, this has been far from his best game. A disappointing outing for both him and the team.
Good on the shot. Butler's got 9 points here in the second half.
And this is Jimmy's sweet spot. He loves finding room to shoot that mid-range jumper.
Davis with a screen on Caruso. Down low. And finished off by Anthony Davis.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim.
Boy, the guys on the bench loving every minute of that one.
Jackson Davis with it. He's guarded by Davis. Green with a screen for Paul. Six on the shot clock. Rebound, San Antonio.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack.
Sexton, and it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Jackson Davis has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And Davis sends it back. Pass to connect. Back to Sexton. To the paint. Here's Davis. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Inside. It's Butler that time on the assist by Paul. And the 76ers lead by 18.
Excellent job getting that strong position inside. Butler doing work. Really nice.
Burks kicks to Davis. Burks dishes to Sexton. to the right side. Here's Davis, and the layup falls. Davis has got 21.
When AD gets going like this, it's almost impossible to slow him down. He's got so many different ways to beat you.
Pass to Caruso. Here's Butler. And that's collected by Love. Spurs trail by 16. Here's Sexton. Green with the rebound. Philadelphia has gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Here's Butler. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Man, what strength from Butler. Refuses to be tied down or held down. Excellent concentration on the and one.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Mobley, he's checked in for Trace Jackson-Davis. Johnson comes in for Javonte Green. And Derek White subbed in for Alex Caruso. San Antonio also making some changes. Isaac comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Barnes in for Alec Burks. Free throw, good Butler. So it's the Spurs now, trailing by 19. Barnes looking around. Outside, Davis. Good D by Mobley.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Now here's Butler. Another miss by Philadelphia. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Isaac outside. Pass to Sexton. Mobley with the rebound. Mobley's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. White the pass to Paul. He's looking for Mobley and finds him. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And went up and pulled it down. Mobley soaring.
Outside, Davis. So, Greg, you played the point. In create a player, if you had to pick a different position to play, which would it be?
Ooh, good question, Kevin. Probably small forward, wing. I'd like to be a fearsome finisher who can soar and dunk over everybody.
Shoot the two.
And that one falls for Davis. Well, there's no question, and he welcomes this, that Anthony Davis shoulders a heavy load on the defensive end.
And he should, and he does. I mean, he's a true anchor. He protects the rim. He can guard out on the perimeter. He communicates well. He's got an excellent basketball IQ. And he's a guy that can cover up a lot of mistakes from his teammates.
And so Anthony Davis nails both of them.
At his best, Davis is an MVP caliber player. One of the true franchise guys in the league.
Butler finds White.
Hey, and White is a fighter now. When he's close inside, he's committed to going aggressively to the rack. And if he doesn't score, he at least is going to draw the foul.
And that one misses.
It didn't take long for White to distinguish himself in the league. He's a really good ball handler, and he's got some good moves, too.
And he sinks the second. We've seen the league, Clark, crack down on physical play more and more over time.
You know, I think in general that's a good trend and direction and change. The game was extremely physical and rugged in the early 80s and even into the early mid-90s. But things change, and I think the change is for the better. It's about player safety, and protecting players. So I think it's a good thing overall.
Here's Caruso after the basket by San Antonio. Puts it up from 17. Mobley the pass to Caruso. And Mobley throws it down. And that's a double-double for him now. 10 points and 12 rebounds.
And that's just opportunistic basketball. Mobley carving out space and then cashing in on the second chance opportunity.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game, Derek White.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
And at last, he gets a little redemption. You know, it's been several games since he's been at his best. He's really been having a tough time.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
The 76ers leading by 17. Caruso looking for an opening. The tray. Good on the triple. Caruso's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
Butler with the ball. Guarded now by Sexton. Mobley, a screen on Sexton. Here's Butler. The 17-footer goes down. Butler's got 9 points in the quarter.
You know, when he gets the ball in a good spot, Butler's looking to score, and he's got the confidence to make it happen.
Isaac, a screen on White. Sexton against White. 5 on the clock. And Davis can't get it to go. Philadelphia's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the 76ers.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in the 2-game season series. I think the next game will be hotly contested.
A very solid win indeed. And when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for Jimmy Butler.
Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play.
A different look now for San Antonio. Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for T.J. Warren. Connect comes in for Burks, and it's Barnes in for Trey Jones. Now here's Butler. Mobley, a screen on Isaac. Butler kicks to White. Over Barnes. San Antonio with the rebound. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Davis dishes to Barnes. Davis setting the pick for Barnes. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Jimmy Butler.
And you got to be careful how you guard Barnes, especially when he's in attack mode.
Barnes hits them both. And it's the 76ers with the ball. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Jimmy. Another home win, and I know it's important to make this a tough place for people to come in and steal a win.
Yeah, we don't want anybody to want to come here and play against us. We don't want anybody to want to play against us on the road either. But I definitely think the best thing we can do is win all the home games.
Yeah, you guys are protecting the fort, man. Thanks for your time. Back to you.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Derek White.